been stated in terms of this. There are several issues that have been highlighted in this as well. Obviously, now the Supreme Court has stated, and there are certain provisions that are still yet to be discussed. But for now, I'll be talking about Supreme Court's interim order, which has been stated in terms of the ongoing Waqf Amendment Act. Firstly, provision number 1, person should be a practitioner of Islam for 5 years to create a waqf, which we know now the Supreme Court has stated, but the provision number 1 is that in terms of the 5 years of practicing Islam, provision number 1 again is state governments frame rules regarding determination of the condition. So right now the framework is yet to be decided in terms of what it means of deciding this factor of the 5 years of practicing Islam. Provision number 2, designated officer of the government to decide dispute on whether a waqf property has encroached upon a government property. So that's another provision number 2 in terms of this. Provision number 2, an extension of that is Supreme Court observes executive officer cannot be permitted to adjudicate rights of personal citizens. So that's another provision that has been in terms of the order of Supreme Court, the interim order of the Waqf Amendment Act. And another provision to take into consideration that Supreme Court has talked about is the nomination of non-Muslim members to the Waqf boards. So this is something of a point of contention in terms of the Muslim community. Provision number 3, SC observes that as far as possible, the ex officio member of the board should be Muslim. So another provision to take into consideration. Provision number 3, Supreme Court has said the Central Waqf Council should not consist more than 4 non-Muslim members. So this has been the talk about the 4 non-Muslim members. Another point to notice is state Waqf board should not consist of more than 3 non-Muslim members. Another point to notice about in terms of the 3 non-Muslim members. So we have been holding this conversation for quite some time in terms of the Supreme Court's interim order. There are several provisions that have been enlisted in terms of that when we are talking about it. Some of them the Supreme Court has flagged that will arbitrary exercise of power that has been paused. The bench of Chief Justice of India B.R. Gavai and Justice A.G. has said that found that no case was made out to stay the whole thing, but some sections need some protection. Now